Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to this explainer on the AB-210 certification exam. If you're looking to master accelerating sales pipelines with AI and Dynamics 365, well, you're in the exact right place. Today, we're zooming in on a very specific, absolutely crucial piece of the study guide: deploying AI agents in administration.
Here's our agenda for today. We'll start with an introduction, look at the skills measured, take a deep dive into deploying agents, and wrap up with exam resources and readiness.
Section 1, Introduction, the AB-200 exam.
So, in your role as an AB-210 candidate, you're not just pushing buttons, right? You're actively designing and configuring AI-enhanced sales solutions. You are the bridge. Just imagine a sales team totally overwhelmed by hundreds of unprioritized leads, spending hours just figuring out who to call first. Your job isn't just flipping a switch for Copilot. It's configuring the underlying systems so those sellers log in and boom, they immediately see their top 3 most lucrative opportunities fully summarized and ready to go. You're taking complex business requirements and translating them into highly efficient workflows using Dynamics 365 Sales, Copilot, and agent capabilities. Now, 700. That is your magic number. You don't need a perfect 1,000 to get certified. You just need a 700 or greater to pass and grab that credential. Oh, and a quick pro tip straight from the study guide. If the AB-210 isn't available in your preferred language, you can actually request an extra 30 minutes to complete it. Plus, you can request accommodations if you use assistive devices, making sure you're totally set up to hit that target score.
Section 2, the skills measured, exam blueprint.
Looking at the exam blueprint, you're going to see 5 main domains. Now, while develop deals by using intelligent opportunity research carries the heaviest weight at 25 to 30%, I want you to pay really close attention to optimize AI-driven sales at 20 to 25%. This section is absolutely critical. Why? Because it houses the complex administrative tasks that make everything else in the environment possible. Without a rock-solid optimization and deployment strategy, all those flashy core features just aren't going to function the way the sales team actually needs them to. So let's zoom in on that second domain, optimize AI-driven sales. Making up roughly a quarter of your exam, this is where you really design an AI-first sales strategy. Configure those AI-powered features and, most importantly for our explainer today, prepare to deploy agents. You need to intimately understand how to take a theoretical AI tool and firmly embed it right into the daily, chaotic reality of a busy sales org.
Section 3, Deep Dive, Deploying Agents, Administration and Configuration.
The blueprint breaks preparing to deploy agents into 2 highly sequential phases. Step 1 is configuring prerequisites, and Step 2 is configuring capacity, billing, and credits. And here's the catch. You absolutely cannot do Step 2 without successfully executing Step 1. It's a non-negotiable sequence, both for the exam and in the real world. Let's unpack them. Starting with Step 1, configure prerequisites. Think about it. Out of the box, AI has no clue about the nuances of your specific sales pipeline or your company's unique jargon. You've got to prepare the soil before you plant the seed. Getting the underlying technical environment completely ready is the absolutely crucial first phase of any successful deployment. And what does that technical readiness actually look like? Well, the guide lays it out. You've got to evaluate the prerequisites for deploying sales, but look closer at the deeper tech skills required here. It is highly recommended that you complete training in intermediate-level Microsoft Power Platform configuration before you even sit for this exam. You need functional knowledge of building Power Automate cloud flows and fundamentally interpreting your organization's sales processes. For example, if an AI agent is going to automatically draft a follow-up email when an opportunity is won, it relies entirely on a Power Automate flow to trigger that action and pull the exact right CRM data. Your understanding of how that data moves through the Power Platform has got to be rock solid. Once that technical foundation is set, we move to the financial and resource management side of the house. Step 2, capacity, billing, and credits. I like to think of this as the admin anchor of your AI engine. It's a massive responsibility because you're managing the literal resources that keep the entire system breathing and functioning efficiently. On the exam, you'll be measured on configuring capacity, billing, and credits. Please don't view these as dry, boring administrative facts to just memorize. Think of them as the essential fuel for your sales solutions. These advanced AI features require significant computing power and strict licensing validation. Without proper capacity allocation and credit monitoring, your system gets throttled. Or worse, you hit unexpected licensing roadblocks exactly when your sales team needs the tool the most to close out a quarter. You've got to know how to keep that engine fueled up. Once those agents are fueled, you face a huge strategic choice regarding the sales qualification agent. you have to evaluate use cases between two very distinct modes: research-only mode versus research and engage mode. As the admin, you have to look at the business needs and decide. Does the AI just quietly gather intelligence, parse data, and summarize leads in the background for a human to review? Or is it actively reaching out and engaging with those prospects directly? Understanding the strategic, ethical, and technical differences between these two modes is a guaranteed crucial concept for the AB-210. Section 4. Exam Resources and Readiness, Preparing to Pass. Microsoft gives you a fantastic ecosystem to prep. To get trained, you can hit up self-paced Microsoft Learn paths or take instructor-led courses. For documentation, heavily bookmark the Dynamics 365 Sales and Customer Insights docs. But I really want to highlight the exam sandbox. You know, a surprising number of candidates fail these exams not because they don't know the material, but because they get completely turned around by the actual testing interface. Use that sandbox to explore the exam environment practically so you are totally comfortable with the UI on test day. Because ultimately, it all comes down to this statement pulled right from the official guide. We recommend that you train and get hands-on experience before you take the exam. Honestly, just memorizing the docs isn't going to cut it. You have to get into the system, build those Power Automate flows, practice configuring capacity, and deploy agents in a practice environment to really lock in that functional knowledge. These AI tools are incredibly powerful, but they require a deeply skilled administrator to deploy and guide them. So I'll leave you with this provocative thought. If AI is rapidly becoming the standard baseline for sales teams globally, what happens to the pipelines of companies that don't have admins who know how to build this technical foundation? Head over to your Microsoft Learn profile, get hands-on, and make sure you're the one leading that acceleration.